Okay, guys, I got a dilemma, right? And yes, I'm wearing the same damn brother cousin's holiday sweater, which they are still on sale. They are still on sale. Buy 'em while they last because they will not be around next year. We're moving to a different design next year, so get them while they're hot. Because January 1st they gone. But anyway, shameless plug. Yes, I'm wearing the same. I did all these videos at once. So, but I need y'all help, right? And I wanted to put up this video. And I know a lot of people have talked about it already. Even I've talked about it already with Yost and Anthony. A couple weeks ago, we did a stream with Yost from Jazzinc about the 89 Batmobile, right? We talked about the 89 Batmobile. His 89 Batmobile looks dope and it keeps looking doper. Then he went ahead and gave Anthony some more footage. And on my show is where he kind of put it out there. And put it out there and showed that his Batmobile is way superior than the Hot Toys one. Now, here's my thing. And I know a lot of you are in this, which is why I'm doing this video. A lot of you are in this predicament. I already have a Batmobile, the 1989 Batmobile, but I want Yost's Batmobile. So what the hell do I do with the Hot Toys Batmobile? What do I do in general? Do I just say, nah, I'm not gonna get Yost's. I'm good. I got a Batmobile. No need to spend $1,500, $1,700. That would be the smart decision, right? But fear of missing out is a thing, guys. And let's be honest, when you look at it and you think about it, I mean, Yost is really making a superior product. I mean, honestly, they're like two different products. Honestly, they really are. They're two different products. So let's go ahead and look at it. So here's the 89 Batmobile. Okay, this is the 89 Batmobile. This is the 89 Batmobile. Pretty much the same one from, I don't know, 10 years ago. And it looked like it ain't going to change. Doesn't look like it's going to change much. We don't know. We don't know. If any, but what we do know is that this version doesn't even come with what the original release came with. And what am I talking about? The shields. The shields, bat shields up, that was a thing. The older version came with the bat shields. This one doesn't. Now I know a lot of you are gonna say, who gives a shit? It was a big piece of plastic that went over it, and you're never gonna display it that way. Very true. But they gave us that plastic tray because at that time there were no Maji cases. Okay, guys? Remember, you gotta remember the era. There was no Maji case at this time. And the whole thing of people, converting garage shelves was a foreign idea, at the time. People weren't doing that. If they were statue collectors. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a thing at that time. So they gave you that plastic clamshell, which that's what it was, the bat shield, to go over it as a dust protector. That's really what it was. But I say that to say you were getting more bang for your buck back then. And they're not giving that to you anymore. But what you are getting is a great product for $700 or $800, out the door. You are getting a good product. You are getting a nice looking Batmobile. Let's be honest. I remember buying mine was an absurd amount of money. $700, damn, that's a lot for a vehicle. Do I really want to do that? Yes. And I did it, because at that time, $700 was a drop in the bucket for one of these things. At one point, this Batmobile was going for like $2,000. It was, guys. It was going for $2,000. Yes, it was. 2019, this thing was going for $2,000. The DeLorean was going for 25. In 2019. Yes. 2019, 20. And that was on a high. That was, of course, that was on a high, and of course that was sealed. Factory sealed. That's what it was going for. So the fact that this is the cheaper option is just funny to me now. It really is. But it was the cat's meow back in the day. And I think a lot of collectors would be happy just with this. You know what I'm saying? They would be happy with this. It's a good piece, but looking at it, it ain't no different than what we got 10 years ago. Honestly, no different. You got all of this, all the same stuff. Now we're going to take a look at my good friend Anthony's video of the comparison of these Batmobiles. And we'll just start it right here. Just showing that right now. So you got Jazzinc's right there. And I know some people were saying that little nose right there looked it looked a little different, but I've seen photos where that's how it looked. And I can already look at this and tell that this is a superior product. Right here we see this is the Jazzinc's. You got smoke coming out the engine, coming out of the turbine right there. And then you got those wheels, you got the caps. Look at all this. Amazing piece. Look at this. Just looks amazing. And you pull away and you can just see the size difference right there. Just look at that size difference. Look at the lights. You get the accurate headlights from the movie. And it just looks great. Shout out to Anthony 6Scale Mafia for putting this video together. You got the gas caps are die cast. I think Yo said it's going to be die cast. Here's the accurate lights. And I believe those are Honda lights. I believe that's what those are. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit. Just looking inside the cockpit. And there it is. You got the smoke coming out the turbine. I'm sorry, not the turbine, but out the engine. And looking at it right there, you could just see the size comparison. Night and day. And you look at those wings on the Jazzinc, they're more curved. And I think that's the way they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be curved like that. On the Hot Toys, they are not curved. You can see they're straight. Completely straight. And then also look at the paint. Look at the paint apps right there. Hold up, just jump back. Just look at the paint. Damn it. Come on. There you go. You look at this right here, you can see the paint, where the paint is just different. Now, like I said, I own the Hot Toys version of this vehicle, and it's just black plastic. That's all it is. It's just black plastic. It ain't nothing, new or innovating or no cool paint, multiple layers of paint or anything like that. It's just flat black plastic. Whereas this right here is different codes of paint you're seeing. You're totally getting a different product. And I just wanted to do this video, because I know a lot of people are doing these videos, but as an owner, I'm just telling you my dilemma. As an owner of the Hot Toys 89, what do I do? Because this Jazzinc version looks to be a superior version. And I think I gotta be honest, I'm getting this bad boy. I'm definitely getting this Jazzinc version. Definitely, because I want the most accurate version. I do of this, especially of this particular vehicle, because if this any Batmobile is my Batmobile, it's this one. I can't claim the 1966, even though I have it and I love it. I can't claim that Batmobile because it's before my time. But this one, I was 8 years old. Was I 8? I was 8 years old. So this is my Batmobile. Look at this. You get all like the lights that you're getting. Hold on. We'll just show that real quick. Just look at that. And he's still working. Yost is still working on the lights and all that other stuff to make sure it's as accurate as possible. But we look at that right there, and then let's see if I can pull it back up. Give me a second. Come on, damn it. You look at that. You look at that. And then you look at this. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, this does not look bad at all. It doesn't. But it's definitely night and day. You know what I'm saying? Definitely night and day. You know what I'm saying? It definitely is. Once again, definitely night and day. So, you know, just gives you something to think about for all you collectors that have this version. It's a different product. It's a totally different product, you know, and I get it. Some people ain't gonna want to shell out their money. They don't. And then you got to look at it. You got to think about the space. Now, for what I understand, this thing will fit, and we're going to go back to that before Yo shows us the go right here. If you have a Maji case, or a Costa case, like I know a lot of you do, a lot of you have the Costa case. I have the Costa cases. That's what's right there. And I have the 72 tall, 48 across dimensions. So if you got 48, if yours is 48 wide, this should still fit in there. It's about the same size of the Ecto 1. And I was surprised I was able to get the Ecto 1 in my Costa case. So you should be able to get this in there as well. So you'll be fine. You'll definitely be fine. But man, just looking at the Hot Toys version here and this Jazzinc version, I'm sorry, the Jazzinc version wins hands down. It really does. And yeah, that's, you know, what I want to say about that. You got to know what you're getting into. So I know for me personally, like I said, I'm getting this Jazzinc version. I'm all in for it. I'm definitely going to get it. I'll be putting in my I haven't put in my pre-order yet. So I was glad that Yost extended it because I didn't want to be caught out there, not with a pre-order. So I'll be pre-ordering this very, very soon from Jazzinc, from Yost, because I definitely want it. Now, here's the thing. What happens to, and we can turn this down. We can take that off now. What happens to my Hot Toys 89? That's the question. What happens to it? What are you going to do with it? Mine, I'm thinking about giving mine to second brother. And I mean giving it to second brother. That way it will still be in the family. I ain't got to worry about shipping it and selling it and all that other type of stuff. So that's where it's going to go. Second brother's going to get it. He's not a vehicle person, but even he would not turn down an 89 Batmobile. So yeah, I think that's where mine is going to go. But, I asked you guys, what are you going to do with them? I mainly did this video to get a conversation going. So leave a comment. Let me know, what are you guys going to do? For all of you that are getting the Jazzinc 89 Batmobile and that currently have the Hot Toys Batmobile, what are you going to do with that Hot Toys Batmobile? Are you going to keep it? You going to stash it somewhere, or are you going to sell it, or are you going to box it up and put it in storage? Like, what are you going to do? What do you do with these big pieces, especially one like that? And that's all I want to know. Remember, like, share, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications, all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one, and we are out. Deuces.